be to create a single page poster on your organism that you were assigned, and you're going to talk about its taxonomic classification, its evolutionary adaptations, and other ecological things about its population, its distribution, how it reproduces, how it interacts with the surrounding environment. And to do that, we are going to use Google Docs. So you need to go to Google, and you need to sign into your Gmail account. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And as I said, we are going to do this in Google Docs. So you're going to want to go here on the top bar to Drive. And that's going to bring you into the Google Drive page, and go over here to Create. And you're going to go to Create a Document. Now we want to turn this into a poster, so we want to use a page that's going to be a lot larger than this, and we also want to give it some background color so that it's a little bit more aesthetically pleasing. So in order to do that, you're going to go over to here, go to File, and then we want to go down to Page Setup. And when you get into this section here, you're going to see many different options. What we're going to want to choose is this, and we are going to go down to the second option, the 11 by 17. That's going to give us a much larger page to work with. We're also going to want to choose a background color. Choose something that's going to be easy for us to see a text on, and something that isn't going to be too dark or too bright and hard on the eyes. So let's just go ahead and for this sake choose this light blue. So now we have a large page that we can easily make a poster on, and we have a nice colorful background to give it a little bit of texture. Now you're going to have to create your poster, and your poster is going to have several different sections on it. I'll show you an example of what I've made, and then I'll show you how we can make those things. Here I've made an example, and you have access to this on the classroom website, of the white emerald ash tree. I've got my title here. I've got my genus and species name right up here as well. Notice that it's italicized. We can center things, we can italicize things, we can bold things right up here in the toolbar, just like in Microsoft Word. So you can center it, you can bold it, you can italicize, you can underline. Then I've got my my things organized in this way. I got evolutionary history up here with images. I've got little figure descriptions down here telling you what those images are supposed to be representing. And you can see that I've got this type of pattern all the way through. Notice I didn't break this page up into columns because not all of the information kind of lines up in one specific section. Actually, what I ended up doing was using tables. So I'll show you how to insert tables into your document, and then how to insert text and images within those tables. And then I've also created a works cited page down here. I'll also show you how to do that within this video. So to start out, I need to put a title in, so I'm going to center it. I need to bold my text, and right here I'm just going to write title. If I enter down, and I got to do my species name, so I hit italicize, go species name. Remember to capitalize the genus, lowercase the species. Okay, now I've got some information that I need to enter, and I want to do that with a table because I want it to be organized in a really nice looking way. So to do that, I'm going to go up here to Table, Insert Table, and I got to decide, do I want 1, 2, 3, or 4 columns? That can be completely up to you. I'm not going to decide that for you. And you can put your subtitles in right here. You can change it to align the text to the left-hand side. Enter text here. And maybe over here in this section, we are going to want to put an image. Now to do an image, there's a couple of different ways that you can do it. One of the things you can do, you can just go and search your image in Google. So let's just search trees. And we'll go up here to images. And you see a picture that you like. Go ahead and click on that image. And right over here, it'll say View Original Image. Go ahead and click on that. And up on top, it's going to give you a URL. Copy that URL. Go back to your document. Click in the space where you want to insert that image. And go up here to Insert. Go to Image. By URL. And enter that URL that you just took. And hit Select. That image will now show up. You can go ahead and resize that image to meet whatever needs you have. Now, I've also entered text into here below it to describe what that image was about. In order to do that, you need to enter the text prior to entering the image. So I would need to say figure, let's put this on the left hand side, figure 1, image of whatever you want to describe that as. And then above that text you would need to go and do your insert image URL and select that image. Okay, now you've got your text below, and you can format that in any way that you want. Now your next section is completely different. It's got a different title, it's got different information. All you got to do is insert a new table. This time you have 3 columns. Put your title in, put another title in, and maybe this time you want to put some images down in this section here. And you want to put 2 images side by side. In order to do that in Google Docs, you need to go up to Table, Insert Table, and you're going to insert a table within a table. And we can enter our images into these tables right here, making it very, very easy and very well organized. Okay, so now it's all said and done, and you want it to look nice and pretty like Mr. Hills. You want to get rid of all of these lines. You don't want those to be seen anymore. How do I do that? All you need to do is click in the table that you want to get rid of those lines in. Go up to Table and go down to Table Properties. Right here it'll say Table Border, and all you have to do is go from 1 point to 0 point. 0 point means that there will be no table lines. You can see that those table lines are now gone. Okay. If you think that there's some places where the table lines might be better, then go ahead and use those by all means. Okay. Other things that we need to discuss really quickly are how are you going to keep track of your resources? You need to make sure that throughout your project you're keeping track of all of the URLs, all of the written text sources that you're getting your information from so that you can create a bibliography. And you're going to create that bibliography using easybib.com. And easybib is just a really wonderful and easy way to keep track of your sources so that you can make sure you're not plagiarizing, make sure that you're not breaking any laws and getting yourself in trouble. You can do this in several ways. You can copy a URL and paste it into here. Oftentimes that will give you a full citation. If that does not work, then you'll need to do the manual entry. And you'll just have to go and give the article title, tell me the author, give me the website title if it's a website, give me the URL if it's a URL. And you're also going to do this. You're going to add an annotation. What an annotation is just a description about what that article was about and how you use that article in your project. So you could say this article was about how trees grow. I also used this article to get a picture of the emerald ash tree. Okay, and then you would click Create Citation, and you would put all of your sources in this document, and it will allow you to copy and paste your created works cited page, and you'll put them into your document like this. Now, what do you do with those works cited? Notice throughout my document here, I've said the emerald ash tree thrives in many parts of the world, but the white emerald ash has adapted to extreme weather patterns of the northeastern region of North America. And then I said parentheses 2. Well, what does that mean? This parentheses 2 means that I got this information from number 2 in my works cited page down here. This is where I derived all of my information from, and I am allowing the reader to know where that information came from by citing it like this. So this is your project. This is what your final product should look like. It should have a clean organization. You should have descriptions of your figures below them. You should cite your resources within your writing. And you should make sure that these things are in your own words so that you are not getting caught for plagiarism. Do not use the words of someone else. If you have questions, please ask. Otherwise, refer to this video to answer all of your comments, questions, or concerns.